Recently, I've been getting some questions about a reseller certificate, and honestly, I can't think of one reason why you wouldn't get one. So a reseller certificate actually allows you as a small business to purchase items for resale and not pay sales tax. So in the end, it really allows you to purchase things and have larger profit margins than it would be if you purchase it and you have to pay sales tax, then you got to claim the sales tax, you got to do your taxes, you got to put all this. It's just too much. Now I'm going to be giving you 4 reasons why I think that you should get a reseller certificate, and they're pretty simple. All right, so obviously the first one is going to be saving money. You literally will not have to pay sales tax when you're purchasing things. So, I talk a lot about pallets and pallet flipping and pallet liquidation and purchasing liquidation pallets and things like that. And when you go to a pallet shop, one of the things that they may ask you is if you have a resale certificate. So that does 2 things. The first thing is they're not asking it because they want to save you money. They're asking it because they don't want to have to collect and remit taxes. So we'll talk a little bit about taxes and collecting and remitting taxes here in just a minute. They don't want to have to collect and remit sales tax. So if you can provide a reseller certificate, then they don't have to collect and remit that sales tax to the state. Now for you as a person that's purchasing these pallets or these boxes or the stuff for reselling, so literally going into Walmart, you can actually have a reseller certificate and not have to pay sales tax. I have one for Walmart. When I go purchase Walmart clearance for resale, I don't have to pay taxes on that stuff. So the state provides a reseller certificate because they know that if you are purchasing as a small business an item to resell and you collect taxes, they don't want to have to collect taxes multiple times and remit them for the same purchase. So they actually allow you as a benefit as a small business or as a business in general to be able to not pay those sales taxes, and the end user is the only person that is actually paying sales tax for that item. Now, a lot of the stuff that we get in liquidation has been purchased. God knows how many times it's been purchased. So, taxes have been paid for this item so many times. Sometimes the taxes paid on this item has probably been paid more than what the item is actually worth.
Daddy, chill.
States also offer reselling certificates as an incentive for a business to operate within that state. So a state that doesn't offer a reselling certificate, maybe you'll be more prone to go to a state that does offer a resale certificate. Now, I'm by no means a tax expert, so this is just a some advice from a person that has experience with taxes and sales tax here in Tennessee. But definitely do your own research and make sure that you understand your local state tax laws. So saving on sales tax is actually going to increase your cash flow and allow you hopefully to be able to purchase more things, to create more business, to do more business, to in the end pay more taxes. Now, you can also look at having a resale certificate as having a little bit of a competitive edge over people that do not have a resale certificate. So think about this. You're going to Walmart, you're going to purchase some Walmart clearance items to resell on your eBay store. So if you purchase those items, let's just say you purchase an item for $10 and you have to pay sales tax on that item. A person that has a tax exempt card or has a resale certificate and not having to pay taxes is only going to pay $10 for that item. Whereas a person that does not have one is going to pay a little bit more depending on what the sales tax is in that state. Now you may be thinking that that's not really like a ton of money, so it's not really going to make that big of an impact. But when you're buying in volume and you're buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of inventory, that sales tax does add up quite a bit. Now me and April, we purchase a lot of pallets, and when we go buy liquidation pallets, a lot of times they do ask us for that reseller certificate. So if you think about buying $1,000 pallet, in Tennessee, that's going to be 7% sales tax, and then there's also a county tax as well. So it ends up being about 9.25% that we have to pay on that $1,000 purchase. So you're talking about $100 for a pallet that you could actually be saving, and that $100 can go buy more clearance. That stuff can buy more stuff at the thrift store. That can buy more just coffee at the Starbucks. I don't know. You can use that money for whatever you want to, but you do save that money. You do not have to give that money to the state for sales tax. So having a resale certificate also streamlines your accounting practices, and you don't necessarily have to keep track of all the sales tax that you're paying for things, especially if you're paying for things to resell to other people. It just kind of helps you out overall, and you don't have to think about, okay, well, I bought this pallet and I didn't have to pay sales tax on it because I had my resale certificate. I bought this pallet and I did have to pay because I didn't have my resale certificate, so I had to pay taxes on this. So you can't claim those things on your taxes because at the end of the day, if you are a business and you are buying items to resell, you can't recoup those costs. But it's just one less thing that you have to account for. And you know, when we're doing taxes, don't nobody want to keep up with all that stuff because it just takes too much time. So last but not least is going to be actually improving your cash flow. So I know, like I said before, you are going to save money, but that money is going to be more money that you can put into your business, and you can actually buy and purchase more things, and you can increase your capacity and increase your sales and increase your sell-through rate. You know, you can actually use those funds for actually improving your business versus paying for sales tax, which really you're not liable for because you are buying those items to sell to an end user. Now, a lot of people may not think that the state has, you know, their best interest at heart, but I will say that I have used our resale certificate for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years, and we didn't have it for the first year because we was kind of stubborn a little bit, but we actually started growing our business and we were paying a lot for sales tax. And a lot of these liquidation companies was asking like, hey, do y'all have a resale certificate? It's just going to save y'all money. Why y'all basically burning money for no reason when you don't have to, when you can just apply for this thing and get it? Now, I will preface this with that every state is going to be different. So in Tennessee, it's not that hard to get a resale certificate. All you have to do is, you know, submit a form through the website, and they just send it to you in the mail. You have it, you keep it on file, and when they ask for it, you can just provide a copy to whatever company that you're purchasing your items from. So now that kind of brings me to sales and use tax.
What the hell is even that?
I'm not going to go into heavy detail about sales and use tax, but after you meet a certain threshold in your state, you will probably have to collect and remit sales tax if you have a nexus in your state, which means if you have a place of business where you ship things from in a state. So if I ship things from Tennessee, I have a sales nexus here in Tennessee, and I have to collect and remit sales tax after I make, I believe, $4,000 or $2,000. I don't know. It's either $4,000 or $2,000. If you have a nexus in a state, then you need to look at your business laws and see if you're supposed to be collecting and remitting sales taxes. So a lot of people think just because you're selling on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, like you don't have to pay sales tax or you don't have to collect and remit sales tax. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. And they've probably been getting a lot of people because with Facebook Marketplace kind of on the rise and local sales kind of on the rise, you know, a lot of people have been selling a lot of things, especially since, you know, the C-19 has been going on. So you really need to look at your local sales tax collection and remitting, use tax, all those different things, because you may actually be in a little bit of a violation if you're not collecting and remitting sales tax. Now, here in Tennessee, you have to do that on a monthly basis. So we have a sales and use tax because we do have a physical store, a nexus, if you will, here in Tennessee, and we do have to collect and remit those taxes, those sales taxes, every month. So it's on a monthly basis. Every month by I think the 20th of the next month, we have to go online and, you know, make this payment of all the sales tax that we collected in that month. Now with eBay, a lot of the different online platforms, Amazon, they will collect and remit those taxes for you for the different states. So you don't have to really worry about it if you're on eBay because they obviously do it for you. But if you have a physical store in your state, or if you have if you're selling things in a state and it's actually going to an end user in that same state, then you are probably liable for collecting and remitting sales tax. And I will make sure, I will tell you that you need to go and make sure that you are within the current state laws within your state. So that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. I want to start doing more short, you know, kind of knowledge videos just based on my experience on things, liquidation, reselling, pallets, all those different things. So if you have any questions about anything specific, make sure you hit me up down in the comment section below. If you like these types of videos, like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Hit that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new videos. And check out this nice little playlist right here. It's all of my reselling stuff, all of the information that I've given out over the years, all in this one playlist. Now I am going to be creating a new playlist in 2023. So make sure you are checking that out because it's going to be great. I don't know, fire, whatever. I don't know, whatever the kids say.